there's no one here, and there's a massive sign on the front gate that says no camping.
So when you're stranded, at least you've got a power box.
Yeah.
That puts a whole new meaning to plug in.
It's amazing what you can do with a power box and a few camp chairs. We are Tiny Travel 2, a family of 4 adults and 2 children, including Katie, Luke, Chiago, Amy Lee, Sophie and Millie. After travelling extensively through Southeast Asia, we found ourselves back in Australia in early 2020. If you've been watching our Let's Go series, you will know that we have picked up Lulu, which is our Let's Go motorhome. We have explored the sand dunes of Port Stephens, where the girls met their first camel Daisy.
Did you hear him? You did? What sound did he make?
He makes a burp sound.
A burp sound.
Chiago caught his first pippy. And we managed to sandboard without stacking too many times. Next, we made it over to the Tomaree National Park, and even though it was one of our toughest hikes,
I've just realised why they have benches every 20 metres or so.
It's not easy.
we managed to make it to the top.
I made it to the top!
Luke had to conquer his fear of heights.
Okay?
Not really.
What's going on?
Oh, I just got funny feelings.
Because it's see-through.
Yeah, it's intensely see-through.
It was all worth it for this view. Good morning, everybody. We are up bright and early today. I think it's about
8:30.
8:30.
That's early.
So we're out at 8:30. We were up early, got on the road because we're heading to Caves Beach, which you need to be there at certain times during low tide to be able to see the caves. But we thought before we left Port Stephens and Shull Bay, we're coming back to the
Zenith Beach,
which is just below the headland that you've seen featured in the last video, because we've seen it from the headland and it looked absolutely beautiful. So we thought we would come and check it out before we left the area.
We're going to try and put our mark on it today.
Yeah. So we've just finished down there and we're heading to Caves Beach now. As I said, it's about an hour-and-a-half drive and we should be there, and hopefully we will make it in perfect time for low tide.
We are now here at Caves Beach and we got a little lost to start with. We parked at the surf club like we were told, and we were told to head south, but according to a local we actually need to go down to the beach and walk north. So we're going to do that and hopefully we come across them pretty soon.
I think we found our first cave. Look. This big one.
Wow, look at that! We found our first cave. Whoa! Oh. How cool's this, Mel? Oh, it's cold down here. So we found the cave. As you can see, I'm right in the middle of it, and it has one big cave and then a whole heap of little sectors out of it that you can come in and out. The kids are loving it, they're running around like crazy, but this is low tide and it's really important to come here during low tide because at high tide, as you can see, it hits the rocks. You can see the curves in the rocks where the water has been hitting. It's really cool, and it's even still a little bit wet. You can see it dripping from the ceiling. This is really cool. You could spend hours here exploring and the beach behind us is just beautiful. But look how tall they are. It's all the way up. You can see where the water hits. It's pretty cool. We found another cave.
Yeah, a cave that actually it's an actual cave.
I'm having a great time exploring the caves, and I think the girls are enjoying the rock pools. There's all these tiny little rock pools around that they've been able to find some sea snails and some seaweed, so they're having fun exploring that. Okay, we finished off at the caves. What did everyone think?
Amazing.
Really?
Yay! Amazing.
Me and Katie were just discussing we could spend hours here just taking photos and the girls playing in the rock pools. But we are heading off to check out, we found on the Let's Go app that I mentioned in the first video, a Gosford campsite that's only going to cost us $25 for the night, and it's fully powered and it has showering facilities. So we're going to head there. So it's the Gosford Grey Hounds Club, and apparently they allow you just to pull up for the day. So we have arrived at the Gosford Greys track, and this is where we're meant to be camping for the night, but we called last week to confirm that we could camp here, and the person said, yeah, just turn up and there's an office and someone will be in there and you pay them and you can camp for the night. But when we've come through the front gate, everything's open, but there's no one here, and there's a massive sign on the front gate that says no camping. We tried to call the number that we called the other day and they're not picking up or calling us back. So obviously we cannot camp here anymore, but we don't have a plan B. So we're gonna stop at this beautiful picnic table and come up with a plan B. So maybe we will, we were meant to stay here for a night and then drive up to the Blue Mountains, but maybe we'll go find a park to stop in for a couple of nights before we go up to the Blue Mountains and have a bit of a break. So we have given up with the racetrack and we're going to head off to see if we can find a free rest area. So in Australia, along the main roads, they have free rest areas that you can stop in for 24 hours and rest. They're off the highway and usually used for trucks or motorhomes like this. A lot of motorhomes will use them. So we're going to go test out one of them for the night.
Because when the sun shines, we'll shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'd always do.
So we have made our way to the rest area that we found. It's nothing special. It's honestly just somewhere off the side of the highway that you would really just pull in for the night or for lunch to have lunch. There's toilets here, but apart from that, nothing special. We're gonna stay here for the night. We'll get up super early in the morning and keep on traveling towards the Blue Mountains. So until tomorrow, I'll see you then.
Okay, so we just packed up, we've had breakfast, we've finished up at the rest stop for the night, and we're on to the Blue Mountains.
Made it to Katoomba Falls. It was a pretty easy drive, a lot easier than we thought it would be actually. The roads weren't too windy, so that was good.
and we've made it here, and we're currently sitting on our campsite, but as you can see, it's just me, Katie, and the girls because Luke left our hose fitting that we need to be able to connect to the water at the last campsite that we used. So we had no way to connect to the water. So the boys have gone off to try and find a shop that they can purchase a hose fitting from. So we're going to wait here. Hopefully they won't be too long, but we have set ourselves up with our computers and the girls are having afternoon tea, and we're going to occupy ourselves by doing some work until they get back.
What are you doing?
I'm working. I'm working on the next video.
So when you're stranded, at least you've got a power box.
Yeah.
That puts a whole new meaning to plug in.
It's amazing what you can do with a power box and a few camp chairs. Outdoor office in the Blue Mountains.
What's this about?
I just was explaining to everyone how you left behind the hose piece and you had to go bush to find another one. Did you find it?
Do you know what the irony is? Just in this second, and I literally mean this second, I found the bag. I've just purchased a new one, and there's the old one.
Which you obviously put in a safe space so
I
you
kept
wouldn't
it secure.
lose it.
Can you believe that? That's ridiculous. It was just in here. Oh well. That's
So
what you get.
now we have two.
If anyone wants one, $3.50.
Okay guys, we have power. We're all plugged in, we're all set up, we're here for the night. So that's going to be the end of it for us, but in our next video, we're off to Scenic World on the Blue Mountains and the girls are super excited about that. So remember to hit that thumbs up and subscribe below so you don't miss any of our videos. See you next time.